Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
This is a friendly reminder that men always choose themselves. It doesn't matter if you guys have been married 20 years. If they find someone else that they think they have a shot with that is more attractive, younger, hotter, they will choose that woman and not care about you. And it happens all the time. I don't want to hear no bullshit about it. Always choose yourself. Never stop working on yourself as a woman. Always put yourself first. If you're too tired to make dinner, go the fuck to sleep. They can men are not children. They can make their own dinner. If you're stuck between, should I make him lunch for today or should I put my makeup on and do my hair and feel good about myself? Do it for yourself. I am telling you right now, you will never regret doing something for yourself. I'm not saying be a shitty partner, but I'm saying you are what matters and you need to put yourself first in every aspect before a man. Now, yeah, that's black and white. Like, and I started this is, and I'm speaking from experience because I've been there, done that. Okay, I have been there, done that. This is not coming from just like on the outside looking. No, this is coming from the inside looking out. Okay, do for yourself. Go to that gym, lose weight, work out, eat healthy, meal prep for yourself, put your makeup on, do your hair, take a shower, brush your teeth, go on walks, read a book, pick up some hobbies, paint, bake, cook. Shit, so I don't know. that was a bar. Do something that is self-involved. Do not sit there all day worried about what your man is doing. Do not make your whole life revolve around a man. And for stay-at-home moms, I know it's hard to like find your identity. Pick up a hobby if you can. I know it's hard. Like I know, but like don't overly do it. Because men, another thing too, I feel like with men is once they feel like you can't leave them in a way and like you're kind of trapped in a way, like, oh, she wouldn't do that. Like they have that semi-control over you, which in a way I feel like they do have that over stay-at-home moms. You're in a very vulnerable position, you know. Yeah, sure, if you guys get divorced, you can get spousal support, sure. But they're more likely to act a motherfucking fool when they have that control. And for example, my man, we both work full time and I actually make more than him, but he pays all the bills. That's just what it is. Was it always like that? No, we got together when we were 18 years old and we were little kids and we were broke as fuck. But now that he's able to, he pays all the bills and he is buying us a house next year and he's going to be paying all the mortgage. So invest in yourself. Take care of yourself. Because if that man decides to fuck up one day, you still have yourself and you still have that potential. You don't lose yourself in him. You know, you don't give everything you got and then you don't even know who you are anymore because you spent all your years serving a man that is unworthy of you. I will always say women are more valuable than men for many reasons, but I think God knows it too because, you know, God always comes to the women. He makes the men come to him.
See what I'm saying? And this is why her relationships won't work. First of all, you getting on here talking about what men are always for themselves. Most men who are married, they aren't focused on themselves. They aren't focused on themselves. They're focusing on making sure that the household is taken care of. They're focusing on they're so focused on making sure. Like, look, I gotta make sure I do this. I gotta make sure I do that. I gotta make sure the family's straight. That's why you see a lot of men when they talk about when their birthday comes or when a special day comes. Listen, man, as long as the bills are paid, as long as, you know what I'm saying, everybody, I got food on the table, as long as we got electricity on in this house, I'm good. All I want is to sit back and chill, watch TV, and drink a brew. That's what your average man would do. That's what your average man, who your average 9-to-5 working man, that's what he cares about. That's all. Listen, my kids got clothes on their back. They ain't worried for nothing. They're smiling. They're happy. They're running around the house, yelling, screaming. That means life is fucking good right now. Everybody's straight. Everybody's good. Nigga, we just, matter of fact, go order a piece of some chicken wings because we got it. We straight. We good. Most men don't care about this. And that's another reason why a lot of men pass away earlier, because they're not focused on themselves. They aren't getting into the gym. They aren't focusing on their health. They aren't, because they are too busy worrying about, listen, I got to make sure I make money. I got to make sure the house is straight. I got to make sure all this shit is good. I got to make sure the family's straight. Fuck me, the family. Fuck me, the family. The family, I gotta make sure the family's straight. I gotta take care of you. God is the covering over all of us. I'm the covering over the wife and the kids, and the wife is over the covering of the kids. That's what it is. That's what it is. While she up here talking about go to the gym and shit, listen, I'm not going to attack her personally. I'm not going to do that. But you see the picture. You see her. And this type of mentality, and look, while I did agree with the first part of it, yes, women, if you are in a marriage, you should focus on yourself in regards to making sure that you are in the best shape for not only for yourself, but yes, for your husband too. Because he didn't meet you like that. He met you when you was a $130 in tip-top shape. You was in the best shape of your fucking life. He met you when you was that. That's when he met you. So, especially if you're a stay-at-home mom, yes, absolutely, you should. You should make time, 30 to 45 minutes to an hour, to make sure that you focus on yourself. Get in the gym, work out. You ain't got no reason not to. Because there comes a point where your kids will be in school for 8 hours out of the day. So what you doing then? You telling me you ain't got 30 to 45 minutes? You lying to me. You lying to me. So yes, while I do agree that men should keep up with themselves, just as women should keep up with themselves. And if you ain't got no kids, you ain't got no excuse. I'm sorry. You don't have an excuse. You don't have an excuse why you're out of shape. You don't. You don't have no obligation but to yourself. You have no obligation but to yourself. You ain't got nothing but work. All you doing is working and coming home. You ain't got no reason. You don't have a reason to be out of shape. You should be in the best shape of your fucking life if you don't have any kids. You should be walking circles around motherfuckers all day, every day. That's a fact. So while I do agree that women should focus on themselves in regards to the fitness aspect of it, finding yourself a hobby, because if you start to feel yourself, you start to lose yourself a little bit. I get it, it happens. Especially some women, they get kids and shit like that because they're so focused on the kids, they're making sure the kids straight. I understand that. Trust me, I understand that. But you still have to take time for yourself to make sure that you straight. Because your husband ain't got time to focus. Your husband don't have time to focus on you. He don't have time for that because he's making sure the entire household is good. Now I get it. He got to check in. Hey, you feel me? Make her drink out the hose, Courtney. Hey, listen, I'm about to make her drink out the hose, bro. Listen, she might need to drink out the hose, bro. She might need to drink out the hose. Because what she talking about is crazy. I agree with the first part of it, but after that, she went off the rails for me. She went off the rails. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Drink from the hose. So yeah, like I said, I agree with that. Work out, focus on yourself, but you're doing it so that way you can be the best version of yourself for your family. Again, it ain't about you no more. It's not about you anymore. You aren't the main character in this story. You aren't. Nor is he. He ain't the main character either. Purpose comes before all of that shit. You ain't the main character no more. He ain't the main character either. So if there's certain things that he need to do to make sure the household straight, he gonna have to do it. And you gonna have to pick up where he may not be able to focus on, in the areas where he may not be able to focus on. And that goes back to my point again. Y'all don't want to work in a relationship. Y'all want to work for everything else. You want to go out here and get a bag. You want to go and get your bachelor's, your master's, your doctorate, all of this shit, just so you can say, listen, I'm a PhD. I got my degrees. I did this, that, and the third. But guess what? You won't even put that type of effort in your fucking relationship, dog. And you wonder why these niggas don't want you. You wondering why these men, you got PhDs and you out of shape and overweight. And you ain't got no kids. How that work? And then some of y'all who do got the PhD, some of you didn't. Some of you then, you also got kids on top of that. How that work? Make it make sense to me, dog. Make it make sense. I don't understand it. You think men supposed to just drop shit for you? No, it don't work like that. You ain't as special as you think you are. Trust me, you're not. You ain't as special as you think you are. You can have all the confidence in the world, but when reality sets in, you ain't as special as you think you are. So I don't understand it, bro. I really don't. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. A lot of these people get on my nerves. The shit that they be talking be blowing my goddamn mind, bro. And it hurts my heart because there are a lot of great dudes out here. There are a lot of great dudes out here, bro. And there are a lot of great women out here too. But because y'all get so consumed on what's going on TikTok and what's going on Instagram that you miss your average dude because y'all focus on this man that wants to make, you want a man that makes 6 figures. Listen, the reality of the situation is this. Majority of men ain't making 6 figures, bro. He ain't gonna be 100% of everything you want, but you can work on that. You can work on it. As long as you have the foundation, as long as you got the foundation set up, everything else you can work on everything else. You can work on the tangibles. If he ain't as fit as you would like him to be, guess what? You can introduce him into a new life, or vice versa. Now, of course, again, I still stand on you shouldn't be obese or overweight if you don't got kids, bro. That's just unacceptable on all levels. I don't care who you are, man or woman. You should not be overweight when you don't got no kids and no responsibility other than just working and paying your fucking bills. You shouldn't. No, absolutely not. You ain't got no excuse. But if you're able to pour into each other, you're able to create that solid foundation for each other. And when that foundation has settled in and it's concrete and it's stronger than ever, I'm telling you, bro, y'all relationship is gonna work and it's gonna fucking last. Because when you get into this committed relationship, when you fucking say I do, regardless of the situation, regardless of how you feeling for 2 weeks, for 3 weeks, or for a month, for better or for worse, through rich or through poor, through sickness and through health, that's what you committed to. You gonna change, your mind gonna change, some things gonna change in life. It happens. You get older. Some women, women get old enough, they go through menopause, they go through different things, they go through different changes in life. Men go through changes too. It happens. It happens. But you're gonna have to have the wherewithal in order to get through that shit. Because guess what? You signed up for the fucking program. You did. Ain't no backing out this shit now. You in here. You done. We here for life. We here for life. You signed the paperwork. You here for life. Now, if this ain't going over. Now, if he putting your head through the dryer, now that's something different. If he putting your head through the dryer, then you know what I'm saying? Hey, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do away with that because I don't believe in people putting their hands on each other, right? I don't believe in that at all. So you should leave for sure. But other than that, nah, fam. You chose that person, so you better make it work. You better find ways. You better find new ways around it. You better start reading the book. Do something in order to help y'all get to the place that y'all supposed to be at. That's a fact. Yeah. Let's see. She said people are not realistic nowadays, so it's hard to find realistic ideals. I agree. People are not realistic. Yeah. No, I agree. I agree with that. 100% agree. Bull City, my significant other does what he does for me, for us, our future. Yep, that's what it's supposed to do. Make her drink out the hose. This shit is bigger than Nino Brown. You feel me? He said, Pastor Edgar. And when God, boy, y'all crazy as hell, man. Y'all crazy as hell. So look, I want to tap into this one. I want to tap into this other video. I thought this was going to be interesting. Yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification.